This, let's say I want to align this object to one of these points, but not directly on the point. I can, let's go over here. I selected all the points on this object. This one works, you do everything in one layer, and whatever the last point selected is, that's the point you're targeting. So I'll select that point on the corner. Let me zoom in. Goes align to point, and here are the options. Everybody see that? Move it on the X, the Y, or the Z. He misspelled it. We can put the selection to the last point, so it would put this, the center of the selection. Let's go ahead and try that one. So you can see it actually put the center in here. You can see it really good. So this was the point I was targeting, and it aligned the center of this mesh to the x-axis of that point. If I actually go and reselect that point, rerun the plugin, and tell it, you know, it's already on the X, let's do it on the Y. Now it moved it down. You see it moved it down so that that point is at the center. So the center of this object's now on just the Y of that. So, and you can do it on all three axes at once. You don't have to just pick one. So, see the reason it screwed up? It dropped the selection over here, so now the last point was this one. Let me reselect. It drops it so you can align it on one point, run the plugin, and then pick another point and align it on that point. You just got to make sure that you have your target point selected. So let's try it. Selection to world origin. You can. For that one, you don't want a point selection. You're not targeting a point, so you just need to have your object you're moving. So it actually put the first point, I believe, onto the world origin there. And then it's this one has to do with another plugin of his that has to do with stored coordinates, I believe. And I think there's a video on his website that'll show you how to use that. I didn't get a chance to try it out, otherwise I'd demo it. Let's see. Selection to, there is last point. So when you do selection to last point, it put the selection, not the center of it, but the first point onto this, the target point on all three axes, because that's what I had selected, was all three. Now, next, any questions about that? Okay. Next is, here we go. This selects polygons that are connected to, actually no, they don't have to be connected, I don't think. Let's try it. This selects polygons based on the angle of their normal. Remember the normals? These are the little lines poking out are the normals. So if I select that normal, that one's pointing straight up. Let's run his plugin right here, and the tolerance is set to 40 degrees. And we can set it to just select if they're on the same surface or not. And this one, you don't hit OK. You can hit OK, but and we can see here these that it now selected, and they don't have to be connected. These are actually on two different layers. Their normals are also within that tolerance. This is subpatch, that's why there's no normal showing up on that. There we go. So let's select this top one again and select by normal. And if I hit update, the panel stays open. I can't rotate. It's an L script. You can't interact with the interface when an L script's running. You can change things. If I change this to 100 degrees, I have to hit update, and it shows changes, but you can't make changes over here. You can make them in here. So if I set this to just 20 degrees, hit update, now it shows me that normal's within 20 degrees of that normal, but the normal for this polygon is over 20 degrees different. These polygons, they're all the exact same angle as the one I selected. If I select one on the side of that there, and then do it. Update. It only picked the one that was real close to it because it was already there. It's update. So now all the normals within 100 degrees of that one I selected are selected. You have to hit update. If you make a change and you want that change to be, you know, taken into account, you have to hit update. You see, I said to 200, everything should have been selected, but it wasn't. So I have to update, and then I can hit OK. If you put in, let's see, right now I've just got one selected and it hasn't done anything. So if I hit OK, then it works. But if you've made a change since you've updated, once you start using the updater, you have to always use the update button. That's the shorthand for that. But you see, these ones, they're too far away from that angle, so they didn't get selected. Any questions about that?
What kind of situation would you use that in?
Well, that's why I actually built this, because it's kind of like a terrain. Yeah. So I figured if you've got a really hilly terrain, you could try selecting like the top of a mountain, and it would give you all the tops, but also all the valleys. It would give you anything that's not too vertical. Yeah, or you could just select the side of the mountain and then select everything that's within a certain range, and it would give you all the vertical bits. So you could then maybe weight map that and then use it for texturing, so you could change the surfacing based on that weight map. Yeah, you could do things like that.